dragons shall never be forgotten. We knights fought valiantly, but for every one of them, we lost 70 of our own. Exhilaration, pride, hatred, rage. The dragons teased out our dearest emotions. At that twilight, old thoughts return in great waves of nostalgia. But even so, one day the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Thou will understand one day.
You are a godsend to come at this moment. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I can feel it coming. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you? Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know." Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. I would hate to harm you after death, so go now. Thank you for hearing me out. Thank you. Now, go.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess, fate of the undead, right? It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One of the bells is up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on, but I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. Oh, have you seen that terribly morose lass? The Firekeeper. She's mute and bound to this forsaken place. They probably cut her tongue out back in her village, so that she'd never say any god's name in vain. Sad, really. She's stuck keeping that bonfire lit. How do these martyrs keep chugging along? I'd peter out in an instant.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thoroland. Have you business with us? My companions are Milady and her young knights. We are on a mission, as you likely are too. A very important one at that, especially for Milady. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. Rhea is the youngest daughter of the good house of Thoroland. Those young knights are her old schoolmates, but I'm not sure what to make of them. I'm afraid they may be a bad influence.
I'm Vince, of Thoroland. We accompany my lady on her righteous mission. It is quite a chore, but I'm stuck with her, and Nico too. The catacombs aren't exactly my idea of a good time, but what can one do? I can't very well abandon them now. I do hope we meet again. Reria Nox.
In case you have not heard, I am Rhea of Thoroland. You are undead as well? Then we've no time to fraternize. I have my mission and you no doubt have yours. We must not let this curse overcome us.
An undead mission? Undead clerics are given a mission to seek kindling. Kindling is the art of feeding bonfires with humanity. Through kindling, we shall one day be granted magnificent powers. We shall depart on our mission soon, for Milady has made her final decision. So, I must say farewell. Verio Nox.
Oi! What's going on with you, eh? I thought you'd gone hollow there.
Ah, hello there.
I'm Andre of Astoran. You must be a new arrival. This is the old church. It was abandoned in favor of the church that you passed through. There are paths leading from here to 2 forbidden plains. Sen's Fortress and the Dark Root Garden. They attract all sorts of lunatics. No one as cultured as yourself. Be careful out there. It's fine to be undead, but keep a level head, eh?
Oh, hello there. You don't look hollow, far from it. I am Solaire of Astora, an adherent of the Lord of Sunlight. Aha! So I didn't scare you. Now that I am undead, I have come to this great land, the birthplace of Lord Gwyn, to seek my very own son. You find that strange? Well, you should. No need to hide your reaction. I get that look all the time.
Oh, still human, are you? Then I am in luck. I am Knight Lautrec of Karim. We're both undead, so perhaps we can help one another. Please, I have duties to fulfill. Well? Thank you. Yes, sincerely. I am free. Now, I can get back to work.
I have a proposition, if you have a moment. The way I see it, our fates appear to be intertwined. Now, I know not of your designs, but I sense something singular about you. So what do you say? Why not help one another on this lonely journey? To summon one another as spirits, cross the gaps between the worlds, and engage in jolly cooperation. We are amidst strange beings in a strange land. The flow of time itself is convoluted, with heroes centuries old phasing in and out. The very fabric wavers, and relations shift and obscure. There's no telling how much longer your world and mine will remain in contact. Of course, we are not the only ones engaged in this, but I am a warrior of the sun. Spot my summon signature easily by its brilliant aura. If you miss it, you must be blind. I will stay behind to gaze at the sun. The sun is a wondrous body, like a magnificent father. If only I could be so grossly incandescent.
Sen's fortress is an old proving grounds built by the ancient gods. It is the only route leading to the great Anor Londo. Of course, most fools can't even find their way into that fortified death trap. Take that, bumbling Sir Onion!
Oh, forgive me. I was absorbed in thought. I am Siegmeyer of Katarina. Quite honestly, I've run flat up against a wall. Or a gate, I should say. The thing just won't budge, no matter how long I wait. And oh, have I waited. So here I sit, in quite a pickle, weighing my options, so to speak. Any moment now, and I'll be hit by an epiphany.
Why, what a surprise. I didn't expect you to make it. Oh, somebody rang the bell. Wait, was it you? You never give up, do you? I don't know how you do it. Well, don't stop now. Only one more, if you have the heart for it. The other bell is back down below the undead burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool. How did that silly sorcerer's apprentice end up? You know, the one always prattling on about Master Logan. He left for the undead burg, but never came back. If even old Big Hat can't make it out there, what chance does he have?
Somebody, please let me out of here. Somebody, help me. You, yes, you. I'm here. Here. I'm trapped, please. I require assistance. Try and open the door. Brilliant. You opened the door for me. Thank you. I am saved. I am Griggs of Vinheim, a sorcerer of the school. I will rest a while, then return to Firelink Shrine. I have my sorcery, and I will be more cautious next time. Besides, I have an important task at hand. Have you heard of Big Hat Logan? Master Logan is a great sorcerer and my teacher. Both of us came to this land as undead, but one day he departed, leaving only a note. I suppose he wished to keep me out of harm's way. But where does that leave me? Master Logan could find no use for me. Ah, yes. The note that Master Logan left. It only said he would travel to Anor Londo by way of Sen's fortress. I can only guess that he seeks the regal archives. For Master Logan is a tireless pursuer of wisdom. Wisdom trumps all. As he sees it, there are no gods, no transcendence, only truth. And Logan only wishes to elucidate it. It is this heretical methodology that allowed Logan to advance sorcery to the point that he has. In a word, he is a hero, despite the awful rumours. When the curse turned him undead, I'm certain that he only felt it was the perfect chance to visit this land. I wish to do what I can to locate Master Logan. I am aware of my shortcomings, but I cannot very well just sit around here and rot.
Hello. I don't think we've met.
Oh, hello there. I prefer to keep a distance, if possible. Surely you can understand.
What business do you have? If you have none, then stay silent.
Very well. I can surely tell you, of all people. In the depths of the catacombs, Milady slipped off the giant's coffin and into a hole. Her two companions are no longer human, and the lass weeps in solitude. Right now, you could do as you please with her. The poor little purebred is entirely helpless.
How did that raggedy old chum end up? You know, the one who idolized some godmother of pyromancy. He left for Blighttown, but never came back. Whereas most flee from sickness, he dives right in. Well, nothing will harm him once he goes hollow.
You. Yes, you. Here, over here. Please, you must help me. Break the urn, or else she'll have me for lunch. Been eaten alive. I shudder to think. You're my only hope. Thank you. Thank you dearly. I am Laurentius, or the Great Swamp. I will not forget my debt to you. Well, I see you made it out. Yeah, I made it out safely too. I have my pyromancy of the Great Swamp, so I can usually manage with a bit of care. Oh yeah, by the way, I can share my spells with you. I think you have a knack for it. All you need are the materials. I'll be pleased to help you. Here, first take this. A flame from the Great Swamp. Now you're a fully fledged pyromancer. Pyromancy is the art of casting fire. Produce flame, then channel it, just as our ancestors did. A pyromancer must be in tune with nature herself. My home, the Great Swamp, is an abundant store of nature. In this land, pyromancers earn a certain respect. The Witch of Izalith, one of the legendary lords, is the godmother of pyromancy. My teacher, whom I imagine still resides in the Great Swamp, had a funny way of putting it. He said that pyromancy is the ultimate fantasy. We are born in the dark and warmed by fire, but this fire we cannot touch. Those whose fascination with fire persists learn to hold it in their own hand. You will understand one day. It only takes time. A pyromancer's flame is a part of his own body. The flame develops right along with his skill. When I gave you that flame, I gave you a part of myself. Please take good care of it. Goodbye then. Come back if you find anything new.
A mere undead, yet you can see me. Fascinating. I am Quelana of Izalith. I am not often revealed to walkers of flesh. Are you too one who seeks my pyromancy, like Solomon? Very well. You shall be my pupil. Long ago, I accepted another pupil like yourself. Over 200 years ago, there was a man almost as bungling as you. In your world, he was called Salaman, the master pyromancer. The little rascal really made something of himself. Now go. Whatever you do, do not crack and go hollow, lest my time spent on you be wasted.
Bloody hell, what is it now?
That keeper has served me well, but enough with her.
Did you ring the second bell? That is incredible, I must say. But now we have a new problem. It's noisy, it snores, and its breath is lethal. This is no laughing matter, I tell you.
Hello. Was it you who rang the bell of awakening? I am the primordial serpent, King Seeker-Framt, close friend of the great Lord Gwyn. Chosen undead, who has rung the bell of awakening. I wish to elucidate your fate, and the very reason your kind have appeared. Your fate is to succeed the great Lord Gwyn, so that you may link the fire, cast away the dark, and undo the curse of the undead. To this end, you must visit Anor Londo and acquire the Lord Vessel. There can be only one chosen undead. Fate has chosen you. Go forth and seize your undead destiny. I remain here and await thee. Those who seek the realm of lords must brave Sen's fortress, a deadly house of traps. Many have gone before you, but none have returned.
So you see my plight. Yes, indeed. I've run up against a wall, or a ball, to be precise. I'm afraid I'm a bit too plump to be outrunning those things. So here I sit in quite a pickle. Perhaps I could try some rolling. Bah, no chance. My head would spin. I'm very focused sitting here, so very still. But who knows? Perhaps we'll have another development.
You seem quite lucid. A rare thing in these times. I am Logan. I'm a bit cooped up, as you can see. I have a bright idea. Suppose you set me free. This place is melting my mind. The inactivity is repressive. Oh, heavens! Thank you! I'm saved, and I'd love to resume my travels. But I must log a few things first, and I owe you a favor. I will return to Firelink Shrine. Speak with me there.
Oh ho! First I hear a great roar, and voila, the path is open. Good things come to those who wait. Ah! Oh ho!
Well, you are a rare visitor. Welcome to the lost city of Anor Londo. If you seek Lord Gwyn's old keep, exit here and head straight yonder. If you are the chosen one, a revelation shall visit thee. What follows thereafter depends upon you. What is it? What am I? Well, I am the keeper of the bonfire. If not for me, what beacon would there be in this lost city? The bonfires attended by the keepers are special. They are linked to one another, and their flames never die, yet never shall the keepers of these flames meet. A gatekeeper and a guide. That is my calling. Whatever can be done?
Oh, look, another one. How many times will these lambs rush to slaughter? Well, look at you. I thought you were wiser, but I thought wrong. You fellows, no? Don't you agree? Well, let's get it over with. I was once grateful to you, but if this is our fate, so be it. How dare you insult Lautrec the Embraced? You will regret this.
Ah, you again. Let me guess. Were you repelled by the Silver Knights? Oh, don't be ashamed. 'Tis the fate of vanguards like you and I. I'll think of something. We can overcome this together. This is quite a fix. We'll need another 3, no, maybe 5 bodies. Quite a fix indeed. Oh ho! What's on your mind, friend? Wait! You defeated those monsters? Fantastic! I'm saved! This Knight of Katarina hereby commends you. But be warned, gallantry entails great risks. Next time, give me a chance to come up with a plan.
Ah, hello. I knew you would come. Just call it intuition. Smooth summoning out there? Anytime you see my brilliantly shining signature, do not hesitate to call upon me. You've left me with quite an impression. I would relish a chance to assist you. You really are fond of chatting with me, aren't you? If I didn't know better, I'd think you had feelings for me. Oh no, dear me, pretend you didn't hear that.
O chosen undead, thou hast journeyed far, I hath long awaited thee. Come hither, child. I am Guinevere, daughter of Lord Gwyn and Queen of Sunlight. Since the day Father his form did obscureth, I have awaited thee. Once living, now undead, and a fitting heir to Father Gwyn thou art. O chosen undead, I bequeath the Lord vessel to thee, and beseech thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the fire of our world. A grave and arduous test of metal, yea, it shall be. Indeed, we had felt the warmth of fire, its radiance and the life it sustaineth. Without fire, all shall be a frigid and frightful dark. Please, Father's role thou should assume, and inheriteth the fire of our world. Thou shalt endeth this eternal twilight, and avert further undead sacrifices. King Seeker Frampt, the primordial serpent, shall guideth thee. Now thou shalt go forth, chosen undead. May thou be one with the sunlight forevermore. So you have received a revelation. Very auspicious. I pray that through you, her wish will be granted.
Have you seen my father?
What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Yes, I see. But if you should happen to bump into him, tell him that Sieglind is on her way, and that he ought to just stay put.
No, I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake. Heavens, You have done it. You have retrieved the Lord Vessel. After 1,000 years, it is you. It is really you. Magnificent. You are the righteous successor to Gwyn. Now, let us take that vessel on a journey. Stay still for a moment. This is the Firelink Chamber for the successor of Lord Gwyn. Now, place the Lord Vessel on the altar. What is it? Place the Lord Vessel on the altar. No reason for pause at this point. Very well. As Kingseeker, I shall now instruct you, the Lord's successor, in your next task. To achieve your fate, fill the vessel with powerful souls, commensurate to the great soul of Gwyn. Scarce few possess such brilliant souls. Lord Gwyn's former confidant, Seath the Scaleless. Grave Lord Nito, the Witch of Izalith, and the 4 kings of New Londo, who inherited the shards of Gwyn's soul. All of their souls are required to satiate the Lord Vessel. The beings who possess these souls have outlived their usefulness, or have chosen the path of the wicked. As the primordial serpent, I implore you to defeat them and claim their souls. Farewell, chosen undead. I must admit, I am fond of you humans. May you enjoy serendipity, and may the age of fire perpetuate.
Thank you. Thank you. I am Anastasia of História. Now I can continue my duty as a keeper. I only hope that my impure tongue does not offend. Forgive me. I am impure. My tongue never intended for restoration. Frampt has told me of you, that you have agreed to link the fire. I thank you sincerely. Finally, the curse of the undead will be lifted, and I can die human. Please, save us all. Please.
Well, fancy meeting you here. I was hoping that you would come so that I could say thank you, from one brave knight to another. You know, I was thinking, the gates, the old fortress, was that your doing? Yes, I knew it. It seemed like an unlikely coincidence. This Knight of Katarina thanks you sincerely. I'll be heading down below shortly. There's nothing worthwhile up above. No worries. Venturing is my life. I'm prepared for the worst.
Did you see him? Big Hat Logan, the legendary sorcerer, in the flesh. This place is simply mad. Legendary heroes popping up left and right. They're making me feel quite inadequate, to be honest.
I was waiting to tell you. Master Logan has returned. And he tells me that he has you to thank. Well, we are both in your debt now. Thank you, sincerely. He is an accomplished scholar. The arts of sorcery would never have come this far without his contributions. And he has the nerve to go risking life and limb. What a stubborn old fellow. Myself? I'm fine. I appreciate the attention, but you really should speak to Master Logan. That will certainly do you more good. Go along and have a chat.
There you are. I was expecting you. I thought that perhaps you'd gone hollow on me. What have you been up to? Heading out, are you? I too will leave soon. Undead or no, I shan't stay here forever. You have great potential. Don't go and die over nothing.
Have you heard of Seath the Scaleless? In legend, he turned against the ancient dragons. He became Lord Gwyn's confidant, was granted dukedom, and was allowed to pursue his research. At the Regal Archives, he immersed himself in research on scales of immortality, the one thing that he did not have. But his very research drove him mad. The archives became a dungeon, a place for sinister experiments. Now, nobody dares even approach the Duke's forbidden archives. It looms over this land high atop the mountain. But I should warn against even an approach.
Master Logan?
I'm afraid that you are unable to learn sorcery. The basic framework, you see, it cannot be taught.
But I have dedicated myself to sorcery.
Oh, do not fret. Life isn't all about sorcery. You will find your own way. Don't frown with regret. Peer forward, with your head high.
Damn, I'm finished. How did this ever happen?
Hello again. What a chance meeting this is. Alas, I'm imprisoned once again. I don't suppose you could stage me a getaway. The archives. Such a storehouse of knowledge. So close, but just out of reach. The thought offends me so I could simply die. Oh, thank you very much. That makes twice. I must be sure to repay you. Prepare to be impressed by the onward march of sorcery.
It was you who rescued me. Why, thank you. I am Sieglind of Katarina. I don't know how I ended up in that crystal. It wasn't terrible in there, but I could hardly move. Oh, have you seen my father? You wouldn't miss him, a suit of armour just like mine. Thank goodness. I knew he was here somewhere. Now I must find him. Thanks again, truly. Now if we'll just stay put and keep out of trouble.
This place is truly magnificent, more than expected even. The knowledge here is limitless. I will absorb it, then share it with you. Ah, the secret of Seath's immortality. If you have fought him and were in prison, you must know that Seath is a true undead, different from ourselves. His wounds close promptly, and no mortal blow affects him, granting true insulation from death. It is an effect of the primordial crystal, a sacred treasure pillaged by Seath when he turned upon the ancient dragons. So only by destroying the primordial crystal can you so much as scratch his hide. And it so happens the primordial crystal is in the inner garden of these very archives. Oh, there you are. It's been a while. Or were you just here? This fascinating place defeats my sense of time. The tomes stored in these archives are truly magnificent. A great pool of knowledge, the fruits of superior wisdom and an unquenchable desire for the truth. Some would say Seath had an unsound fixation, but his work is a beautiful, invaluable resource. All progress demands sacrifice, and I certainly bear no antipathy for that wonderful, scaleless beast.
Oh, hello again. We're both managing quite well, aren't we? But I haven't found my father yet. Have you seen him? Really? Then I must be off. I'm sorry he's caused you trouble. He has a knack for that. If he'd just stay put.
Oh, there you are. Just so you know, Master Logan has left on his own again. It seems that he is still determined to find the famed regal archives in Anor Londo. It's not that I'm concerned for Master Logan's welfare. Even in this treacherous land, Logan's skills are unmatched. No, the reason I seek Logan is, well, it's really my own conceit now, isn't it? What's that? Master Logan is at the archives. Finally, his wish has been granted. I suppose he has his head buried in those tomes. That's always what made Master Logan happiest. Ah, I can just imagine him now.
Oh, you again? Me? I've become separated from my lady. I've scoured near and far, but no sight of her. Your Highness, where have you gone? To think I swore to protect you with my life. Oh, woe is me. I am unworthy, deathly so.
Did you see her? That virtuous little maiden, complete with followers in tow? Clerics speak of some nonsense called kindling, used to feed bonfires. What absolute rubbish, eh? They're probably going straight to pillage graves. They're so bloody determined, they practically queue to explore the catacombs. But I suppose we've heard the last from Milady.
Good day. You look reasonably sane. What are you doing in the catacombs? Are you a cleric or something? No? Well, that's strange. Oh, I know what it is. You've come for the trinkets, haven't you? Well, whatever it is. Huh? Oh, I sort of lost my way, yes. But when I came here, I didn't touch any levers. No, not me. Very peculiar, isn't it? Wait, did something happen to you? Hey, don't look at me like that. I'm Trusty Patches, the one and only. We'll be wonderful friends. Oh, come on now, what exactly do you think I did? You're not making sense, my friend. Well, well, you came at the perfect time. There's a fine stash of treasure right down that hole. I found it first, but we're friends now. I'll split it with you. There, that hole. Take a closer look and check out that treasure. This is what I do, my friend. The trinkets I'll be stripping off your corpse, that's the real treasure.
Please be careful. There are 2 fierce hollows not far from here. They were once brave knights, my former escorts. Vince and Nico were fooled by a lout named Patches and turned into hollows. My prayers did them no good. It is my ignorance, my frailty that has sealed their fates. Perhaps Petrus realized my weakness all along, and thus made the decision to abandon me. I can hardly blame him now. You banished those two hollows, did you? It pains me to think of the trouble my failings have caused. I am certain that both Vince and Nico are grateful to you. Thank you so very much.
Oh, you! Well, I did you wrong, but I didn't mean it. These temptations, they can, well, overcome me. You and me, we're jolly undead outcasts, aren't we? Oh, brilliant. A second chance. Wonderful. Now we're friends again. I'm done with the looting. Oh, relax. No more funny business out of me, my friend. I'm a humble merchant now. Well, welcome to Trusty Patch's Trove of Treasures. Where? Have you met Petrus? That self-proclaimed cleric? The man is scum. Don't you be fooled by his claims to do good. They're all the same, those rotten clerics.
Oh, you yet again. You rescued milady. Well, a pity that is, for it will amount to nothing, for the little madam is not worth her salt without her family name. Empathy in excess becomes a sin, but you already knew that. I should hope.
Ha 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 ha!
Fool! Driven to madness by emotion? So be it. You'll make a fine hollow. You can waltz in the infernal depths together. Oh, it can't end like this.
It is a great relief to see you. I do not warm easily to unfamiliar faces. The bonfire below is so very frequented it makes it difficult. I will never forget what you did, for it was not within my power to save Vince or Nico. I cannot thank you enough. Veria Nox.
Oh, hello there. Forgive me, I was just pondering about my poor fortune. I did not find my own son, not even in Anor Londo. Where else might my son be? Lost Izalith? Or the tomb of the Grave Lord? But I cannot give up. I became undead to pursue this. But when I peer at the sun up above, it occurs to me, what if I am seen as a laughingstock, as a blind fool without reason? Well, I suppose they wouldn't be far off.
Oh ho! Where did you come from? I didn't expect you to show up. Although, maybe I did. The poison swamp. It's like quicksand in there. By my knighthood, I'm ashamed to ask, but can you spare a few scraps of moss? I've made it this far, but I'm short on antidote moss for the trip back. Fantastic! This Knight of Katarina expresses his deepest gratitude. I shall not forget this. Well, our fates do seem entwined, don't they? Perhaps this, too, is the will of Lord Gwyn.
I have a favour to ask. My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own, but she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters and moulded them into deformed creatures. I abandoned my mother and sisters and fled to this land. Now I roam these parts, feigning ablution and pretending to seek answers. Only I escaped, and now I am here. But my mother and sisters have been in anguish since. I beseech you, free Mother and my sisters from the flame of chaos. I cannot do it myself. I lack the strength and the bravery. But you, I realize what I am asking. But please, free their poor souls. Mother's ambitions were misguided, no doubt. But surely 1,000 years of atonement is enough.
What have we here? Are you a new servant? But you have no eggs. No matter. Go along and have audience with our fair lady. I pray that you will mind your manners.
Quelaag, my dear sister, what is it? Don't worry for me. It does not hurt terribly. Your visits out more than anything. Enter a covenant again. Of course, let me try. I care only to assist you. Goodbye, Quelaag. It was so very nice to chat. Promise me that you will take care of yourself.
Are you prepared to dedicate yourself to Our Fair Lady? Then I will make available whatever you require. Think only of Our Fair Lady and what she may need. Below us lies the ruins of the legendary city of Izalith. Our Fair Lady and Mistress Quelaag fled from the ruins. I do not know the details, and I do not ask. Worse than undead, we are diseased and unwanted, like the grime of the great swamp. But my dear fair lady, she cried for me and swallowed the great blight pus, despite Mistress Quelaag's orders to the contrary.
Oh, ho! Excuse me, I was so absorbed in thought I just drifted away. Must be the warmth. Well, what's on your mind? No, don't tell me. Those monsters making life difficult for you? We're all in the same boat, you know. I really have run up quite a debt to you. Perhaps the time has come. Friend, I have an idea. A good one, really. I will rush those dire fiends, and you can slip away in the confusion. Please, friend, I owe you much more than this. By the honor of the Knights of Katarina, allow me to assist you. And now, I go. Don't be slow. Ah! Ah! Come on! Over here, you fiends! Perish, foul creatures! I am Siegmeyer of Katarina, and you shall feel my wrath! Why, you! Didn't you get away? Well, you've saved me once again. Dear me, what can I say? I have failed you. Oh, thank goodness. I'm exhausted. I think I'll have a rest. I'll recover shortly.
Wonderful. It really helps, it does. Thank you. Quayla, please, sister, do not cry. I am happy, really. I have you, don't I? I am afraid it may be too late. I am so sorry. Dear sister, it hurts no longer.
My dear little Lynn.
Dear Father.
Ah, it has been some time. You have done very well. Thank you. I suppose I can call you fool no longer. There is nothing left for me to teach you. Our time together is done. It was short, but sweet. But remember one thing. Always fear the flame, lest you be devoured by it and lose yourself. I would hate to see that happen again. Farewell, my mother, my sisters.
Sif, forgive me, for I have availed you nothing.
I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the 4 kings whom I guard over, but you cannot proceed without being able to traverse the abyss. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the abyss, if you can find him and learn from him, the abyss may prove surmountable.
I know little of the Darkroot Garden. It is said to house the grave of Sir Artorius, the Abyss Walker. Only, of those who ventured into the forest, none has returned.
I'm Alvina of the Darkroot Wood. Thou fared well to find me, but cometh thee not for the grave of Sir Artorius? My advice true. Forget this. The legend of Artorius art none but a fabrication. Traversing the dark? 'Tis but a fairy tale. Have thine own respect. Go not yonder knocking for nothing, I say.
It is thou who rescueth me. I am deeply obliged. I am Dusk of Ulyssil. I cometh from an age long before thine. I cannot stay here for long, so, before I disappear, pray summon me from my signature. For a very long time, I was trapped within the crystal golem. From my home I was taken and banished to a plane of distortion. It was there that thou came to my rescue, long after I had relinquished all hope. So gleeful was I. My faith reneweth. My home of Ulyssil was reduced to ashes long ago in my time. I have been alone ever since. Oh, dear me. Please excuse my fanciful musings. Such a long past time is none of thine concern. It seems that my time is done. Farewell. Another age, another land beckons me to return. May the flames guide thee.
Well, look at this one. From what faraway age hast thou come? Thy scent is very human indeed, but not intolerable. Ah, Princess Dusk's saviour. Thine aura is precisely as she described. But Princess Dusk is here no longer, snatched away by that horrifying primeval human. And so I must ask, couldst thou once more play the saviour? Thank you. I am Elizabeth, guardian of this sanctuary, something of a godmother to Princess Dusk. Thou shalt see further on, an abyss was begat of the ancient beast, and threatens to swallow the whole of Ulasil. Knight Artorius came to stop this, but such a hero has nary a murmur of dark. Without doubt he will be swallowed by the abyss, overcome by its utter blackness. Indeed, the abyss may be unstoppable. Still, I have faith that Princess Dusk may be rescued yet. Not long ago, I had another visitor, a human like thyself, from a faraway time. Only he was dreadfully odious, and I'm afraid that he is still amongst us.
Let me guess. Snatched by a shadowy limb and dragged off to the past? Exactly what happened to me. So, what did that giant mushroom make you do? Believe it or not, Ulasil has brought the abyss upon itself, fooled by that toothy serpent. They upturned the grave of primeval man and incited his ornery wrath. What could they have been thinking?
A visitor, have we? Thou must be the one who freed Artorius. An old friend he was. Thanks to thee, he left this world with honor intact. Lord Wind's blessing upon thee. And here I am, retired and blind. Of little help to thee, I'm afraid. What good is a dog with no hares to hunt? But I'm lucky to be alive. I suppose. I should confer, if thine was the blade to which Artorius fell, then thou must be wary of Kiran. She had strong feelings for the great Artorius, the poor, poor girl.
You! Is that not the soul of the man who fell on this spot? He was a dear friend. I wish to pay proper respect with that soul. Would you be willing to part with it? Thank you.
But the dark of the abyss, which swallowed poor Artorius, threatens to devour our entire land of Ulyssil. It seems that this dire fate is unavoidable. But, seduced by a dark serpent or no, they awoke that thing themselves and drove it mad. One's demise is always one's own making. If thine wish is to succeed poor Artorius and challenge the spread of the dark, then thou must face Manus, father of the abyss. The dark emanates from Manus himself. Even if this land shall expire, thou may be able to prevent further corrosion. But even so, one day the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. And even a legend such as thyself can do nothing to stop that. Farewell, human. Lead thy life as thou seest fit.
I will remember thee, but I will keep thy story to myself. This is the best way, for thou art come from a time far ahead. No one will sing thy praises, but yet thy greatness shall live on, for it shall be my purpose to remember all thou hast done for us.
This may strike thine ear as somewhat peculiar, but long ago, in my homeland of Ulyssil, I was beset by a creature from the abyss. I would have perished then, were it not for the great knight Artorius. In truth, I saw little of what transpired, for mine senses were already fled. Oh, please forgive my ramblings. It's just that I wish to know the truth, and no one, not even loving Elizabeth, will tell me. But even still, there was something about Artorius, a certain balance of the humours that quite perfectly fits your semblance. I still think on that creature from the abyss that preyed upon me. My faculties were far from lucid, but I quite clearly sensed certain emotions. A wrenching nostalgia, a lost joy, an object of obsession, and a sincere hope to reclaim it. Could these thoughts belong to the beast from the abyss? But if that were true, then perhaps it is no beast after all.
Well, this is a surprise. I don't get many visitors, except for ghosts. My name is Ingward. I'm an old man, bound to these parts. Do you have some business here? Ah, you've acquired the Lord Vessel, have you? I know exactly what your intentions are. You seek the 4 kings whom I guard over. But you cannot proceed without being able to traverse the abyss. But the abyss is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorius traversed the abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the abyss may prove surmountable. The 4 kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Long ago, the 4 kings were powerful men. Only their hearts were weak. When an evil serpent dangled the art of life drain before them, they were unable to resist and became pawns of evil. I watch over the 4 kings, the masters of the dark wraiths. The dark wraiths are the enemies of man and any living thing that has a soul. They were born in New Londo, and that is where they perished. The entire city was sacrificed to contain them, for that is how great a threat they were. They were never meant to roam again. And with this, my purpose is exhausted. No, I have no regrets. My trust lies with you and Frampt.
undead warrior, conqueror of the four kings. I am the primordial serpent, Darkstalker Kath. I can guide thee and illuminate the truth. Is this not your wish, to know the truth of men and the undead? Very well. The truth I shall share without sentiment. After the advent of fire, the ancient lords found the three souls, but your progenitor found a fourth, unique soul, the Dark Soul. Your ancestor claimed the Dark Soul and waited for fire to subside. And soon the flames did fade, and only dark remained. Thus began the Age of Men, the Age of Dark. However, Lord Gwyn trembled at the dark, clinging to his Age of Fire, and in dire fear of humans and the Dark Lord who would one day be born amongst them. Lord Gwyn resisted the course of nature. By sacrificing himself to link the fire and commanding his children to shepherd the humans, Gwyn has blurred your past to prevent the birth of the Dark Lord. I am the primordial serpent. I seek to right the wrongs of the past, to discover our true Lord. But the other serpent, Frampt, lost his sense and befriended Lord Gwyn. You must destroy the fading Lord Gwyn, who has coddled fire and resisted nature, and become the fourth Lord, so that you may usher in an age of dark. They failed me, every last one of them. They were strong, but saw not the truth. I am certain that you will prove different. Now go forth and rid us of that enfeebled Gwyn. When you return, I shall serve you in the imminent Age of Dark.
O chosen undead, I beg of thee, succeed Lord Gwyn, and inheriteth the world's fire. We have only thee.
Thou that tarnishest the Godmother's image, I am the dark sun, Gwyndolin, and thy transgression shall not go unpunished. Thou shalt perish in the twilight of Anor Londo.
What you saw under light of the dark moon shall haunt you forever. How dare you produce a blade upon a deity? How did you ever get this far? I shall end your suffering here and now. It is the least that I can do.
Master Gwyndolin.
heretic! First thou offendest the godmother, and now thou see fit to trample upon the tomb of the great lord. Mark the words of mine self, Gwyndolin. Let the atonement for thy felonies commenceth. Oh, heretic, swathed in dark, an eternal curse upon thee.
Damn, that stench. And I was really beginning to like it here. Maybe it's time I do something about it.
Oh, hello there. You've been a stranger these days. What spectacular pyromancy? Tell me about it. I have never seen anything like it. Thank you for sharing. I'm still an able pyromancer. I shall locate her myself. I'm in your debt, once again. Be safe, friend. Don't you dare go hollow.
I have decided to seek the Regal Archives. I realize that I may never make it, but I would feel worthless if I did not at least try. What other choice do I have to earn Logan's recognition? I am much obliged for your assistance. May we meet again.
Clearly I am no threat to you, but please, I ask just one thing. If I do go hollow, then finish me off. I beg of you. Dear Vince, dear Nico, forgive me.
Who are you? Stay clear of my work. How dare you disturb me?
Was it you? I don't remember. I can't remember the death. You're undead.
I feel like I'm always thanking you. I curse my own inability.
Aye, Shemai, and good day to you. I'm Donald of Xena.
Oh, hello, friend.
I didn't expect to meet anybody here. I suppose great minds think alike, eh?
Forgive me, I was absorbed in thought. I am Zigmire of Katerina. My daughter risked life and limb just to find me, to deliver her mother's last words. And the poor girl's not even undead. Heavens, I never asked her to do that.
Well, that is a shame then. No, not to worry. I am willing to share some tips. Rumour it may be, but I have heard of a surviving ancient dragon who resides in this land. A coterie of undead serves the dragon. as they train to become dragons themselves. Sounds unlikely, but you never know, do you?
Well, wonderful. I shall depart for my final adventure.
I certainly hope so.
May you be safe.
Farewell.
Why? Why? After all this searching, I still cannot find it. Was it all a lie? Have I done this all for nothing? What now? What should I do? Oh, my dear son. My dear, dear son.
I have finally located my father. I was finally able to pass on my mother's last words. My father, he went on his final adventure. Don't worry, that's just the way he is, undead or no. Sort of reassuring, really. If he goes hollow, I'll just have to kill him again. Dear Father.
Finally, I have found it. I have. My very own son. I am the son. I've done it. Yes, I did it. I did. Oh, it's over. My son, it's setting. It's dark. So dark.
My father, all hollow now, has been subdued. He will cause no more trouble. It's finally over. Oh, Father.
My lord, bless thy safe return. Let Carth and Frampt serve your highness. Let true dark be cast upon the world. Our Lord hath returnedst.